The stakes have never been higher for both teams, and after Game 5, the East Finals are no longer just about one team being in control. They're about survival. The New York Knicks, once facing the grim reality of elimination, clawed their way back into the series with a statement win that sent the battle back to Indianapolis for Game 6. Now the Pacers sit on the cusp of the NBA Finals, but the Knicks have shown they're far from finished. Indiana leads the series 3-2 and only needs one more win to punch their ticket to the finals. But after their worst offensive performance of the postseason in Game 5, the Pacers will be feeling the pressure. For the Knicks, though, the challenge is clear. 2 more wins, and they'll complete one of the most thrilling comebacks in recent memory. As both teams brace for another electrifying showdown, here are 4 critical things to watch heading into Game 6, where everything will be on the line for the Pacers, and nothing less than a dramatic push will do for the Knicks. 1. Can the Knicks defend like that again? The defensive effort the Knicks displayed in Game 5 was nothing short of brilliant, marking a high point for their campaign. They held the Pacers to just 94 points on 97 possessions, Indiana's worst offensive output of the playoffs. But that begs the question, can they replicate that same level of intensity in Game 6? Throughout the series, Indiana's offense has been explosive, averaging an eye-popping 126.1 points per 100 possessions in their wins. But in their 2 losses, including Game 5, that number drops dramatically to 101.0, revealing just how much the Knicks have disrupted their rhythm. New York needs to match that level of defensive execution again. If they do, the Pacers could be in serious trouble, especially when the game slows down in the second half. 2. Can the Pacers stop Brunson or Towns? Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns have been the Knicks' offensive engines all series, combining for 58.4 points per game on an outstanding 64.6% true shooting percentage. This dynamic duo has been the Pacers' biggest nightmare, and they'll need to find an answer in Game 6 if they want to avoid a disastrous series collapse. Towns, meanwhile, has provided a consistent offensive presence, offering both scoring and playmaking out of the post. Indiana hasn't found an effective counter to his size and versatility, and when the Pacers double him, the Knicks are adept at finding open shooters. If the Pacers can't disrupt Brunson's rhythm and contain Towns' dual-threat game, their season could come to an abrupt end. The possession game, the key to everything. In the first 4 games of the series, the possession battle was largely even. Indiana had fewer turnovers, while New York was dominant on the offensive glass. The Pacers had a slight edge in shooting opportunities, but Game 5 saw a dramatic shift in that dynamic. The Knicks walked away with 12 more shooting opportunities than the Pacers, a remarkable turnaround for a team that had been out-rebounded and outshot in earlier contests. For Indiana, that's the biggest takeaway from Game 5. They simply can't afford to give up easy points off turnovers. They'll need to tighten up ball security, keep the pace in their favor, and avoid giving the Knicks any cheap points on the fast break. If they allow New York to control the possession game again, they'll be on the verge of a collapse. 4. Does home court advantage really matter? The Pacers have been excellent on the road, winning 2 of 3 games in New York, and they already have a Game 7 win at Madison Square Garden in their back pocket from last season. But Game 6 is different. It's do or die for Indiana, and the weight of the moment might just tilt the scales. On the flip side, the Knicks have been stellar on the road, boasting a 6-2 record in hostile environments. However, those wins have been narrow, with New York holding opponents to a staggering 46 points in 59 clutch possessions, an impressive defensive stat that speaks to their ability to thrive when the pressure's on. A loss in Game 6 could give the Knicks all the momentum they need heading into Game 7. Every possession, every play, and every shot will carry massive weight on Saturday night. With the NBA Finals just a game away for both teams, don't expect anything less than an all-out war.